Welcome to Brian's Action Figure Reviews, and today we're going to do a movie review. We're going to go back doing some movie reviews because of the current lockdown. I've been watching a lot of cool movies, and it's always awesome to talk movies as well. And they are pop culture, so they fit in quite well. And today's film is The Hunt. It was directed by Craig Zobel and written by Nick Cruz and Damon Lindelof. I think he was one of the writers on Lost. Someone can tell me better on that. But anyway, these are non-spoiler reviews, so you can watch and enjoy. The Hunt is something I heard a lot about. It was originally meant to release in August 2019, but because there was mass shootings in El Paso and Dayton over in the States, it was considered distasteful and inconsiderate to release a movie about 12 people being hunted by other people, which is basically the crux of this movie. So basically you've got Betty Gilpin, who's in this. She's the lead, and the story is pretty simple. These 12 people get knocked out, drugged and kidnapped, and they wake up in this place, the manor it's called, I think. But they wake up, no one knows what's going on or where they are, and what happens is they're basically hunted for sport, like you would do animals, which is wrong. But even people, it's even more wrong. But it's a great concept for a movie. It's almost Purge-like. I love the Purge movies, and this is very similar. It's almost switching the genre on its head, where you have the elite people now going after people they see as not worthy of life, I suppose. And it raises some interesting questions as well about the elite of society and stuff like that and without ruining anything, like the main villain, played by Hilary Swank in this, is this high society person, and stuff is said about her on the internet, and which is lies, which is 95% of the internet in real life is made up of lies, and this kind of shows the extreme consequences that comes from that. So the movie was absolutely excellent. I loved it. I was drawn in from the very start by the performances in the movie itself. At the start there's a text message that bears massive bearings on the plot later on. So don't miss that if you're going to watch it. Don't close your eyes for a second. The violence is excellent. It's not over the top like some horror movies can be. It's done well, but also with a tinge of funniness in there as well. Like there is a scene where a girl falls into a pit and she has spikes sticking out through her. She falls into a pit of spikes, basically, a la Mortal Kombat. And she gets pulled out of there by this other guy. And seconds later, now this isn't a spoiler, it happens about 2 minutes into the movie, she steps on a mine and it blows them up or whatever. And she ends up back in the pit of spikes again with her bottom part missing. But that's the kind of violence. And it's not really played for laughs. It's just more of a, oh, how fucked up is that kind of way, you know? I didn't watch this for a long time. I wasn't expecting huge amounts from it, but it looked like something I would enjoy. So if you'd enjoy like violent movies with a decent plot, it is decent, and it's done well. I would put it up there with Purge Anarchy, the second Purge movie, in terms of plot and what have you. But the main character, Betty Gilpin, she plays Crystal, a typical hick from the South, from Mississippi, and she plays her role really well. I've only seen her one thing before. I can't remember what it was, but she really stands out in this movie with the accent and everything else. And when you see what happens in the end, you'll appreciate it even more. I think I've spoken too much and possibly rambled a little bit about this movie, but it's on VOD now. Obviously, every cinema in the world is closed. If there was a cinema, I would have went to see it there. But yeah, so check out The Hunt. It's a great movie, well worth the watch, and I'm going to drop the trailer at the end of this so you can get a taster of what you think it might be and if you'd like it or not. Don't forget to drop it. Like, comment, subscribe. And check out all the links below, where you can find me on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, and a bunch of other places. So if you like this, thanks very much. We'll catch you on the next one. Bye.
Hello? Hey! What is happening? What is all of this?
Did you see that article? Every year, these liberal elites kidnap a bunch of normal folks like us and hunt us for sport.
The last I heard, free speech still exists.
Don't First Amendment me.
It wasn't real.
Everybody get out of here!
We were joking.
There's been a killing spree. You gotta come here right now.
You actually believed we were hunting human beings for sport. But you are.
We have an opportunity here to teach these people.
These are not real people. They're actors.
I'm playing an Arab refugee, but I identify as white. I think that's problematic too, in some way.
You wanted it to be real, so you decided it was.
What kind of sick people would even think of something like that?
White people. We're the worst.